Hi everybody, this is Jason Grover from Grover Financial Services. Welcome to this month's edition of Financial Vitamin C. This month we are discussing market timing. When is the right time to invest your money? The reason why I'm bringing this up today is because I had a few conversations in early April where people were coming into the office to make their IRA contributions for the year, their SEP IRAs, and they were just very uncomfortable putting new money to work. So what I want to share with you today is what I shared with them, and that is some core principles and some guardrails around investing. We are long-term investors, so we have to keep that in mind. So the best time a long-term investor should put their money to work is when they have it. The best time to take their money out is when they need it. Everything else is driven by emotions and headlines. But we also want to have some guardrails in place. So any money that you need within the next 2 years, if you need, take a trip, pay the bills, etc. Any money that you need within the next 2 years has no business being in the equity markets. But the reverse is also true. Any money that you do not need 5 years or more should be invested in the great companies of the world. So under 2 years should not be invested. Over 5 years should absolutely be invested. And when you have the money is the best time to invest that money. When you need the money is when you take it out. So what we started to discuss, and a couple clients asked, what if we ease it in? We dollar cost average over the next 3, 6, 12 months. And what easing in simply does to you is it introduces timing risk. So you're introducing just a different type of risk. And what the data shows us is that the markets are positive 75% of the time, intra-year and every 3 out of 4 years. So basically what you're doing when you're easing into the market is you're betting that you're easing into the market when the markets are down. And that's not necessarily true. Actually, the odds are against you. So again, the core principle of putting it into the equity markets when you have the money stays true. A great example of this is in 2007. If you invested your money in the peak of 2007 and all of a sudden you had the Great Recession of 2008, it feels like that would have been horrible timing. But as a long-term investor, if you would have just waited 5 years, you would have had a very significant return on your investment. So that is a great example, an extreme example, but still a great example of long-term investors. When you have the money, put the money to work. So basically what I want to hammer home more than anything is it's not market timing, it's time in the markets. If we're going to have a 75% positive return most times, then I like those odds and I'd rather have my money invested in the great companies, especially these dividend paying companies that we all own. So the emotions may kind of lie to you, makes you feel a little warm and fuzzy inside that you're investing at the wrong time, but the truth is there is no perfect time. In closing, if you don't need the money soon, put the money to work right away, let time work for you, and trust the process. So if you have any questions, any concerns, if there's anything that we can do for you, please shoot us a text, send us an email, give us a call. We're here to help in all things financial. All the best.